The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Protect. Shit.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
11.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, G. Get off the flicker.
Got to spin.
36.
Under 10. 10.
This is Conner. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Check.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
He'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Blue down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Kill. Check 4.
Check. Lucky.
They'll run on first down. Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
230.
Richard Sherman on the tackle.
50.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Niners' 42-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Conner, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Check.
On third down, it's Conner. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches.
Check. Fresno.
They're going to run. Here's Conner. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On second down, a run with Breida. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Here we go. Check 9. 25. Check 25.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Alert 3. Hey, check 24.
They run for it with Breida. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Play fake to Conner. Now Roethlisberger. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, Conner. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
230. Check line 54. Line 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. It's out, baby. That's baby out.
On first down, it's Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Hey, exit. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
21. Here we go. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Check. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming up. Hey, Alpha. I'm coming up to you. 198. Watch 98's the mic.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Here we go. 180. 21. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. But now it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Garoppolo again. Fighting to stay upright. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Rush in. Lock. 55.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
All right, now, 180. Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. I know he ain't got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders.
Here we go.
They lost all leverage on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check 13. Check 13.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward able to get him for a loss of about 3. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Check. Crunch. One twist.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Play action, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths trying to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go, G.
From the 29, Garoppolo. He finds an opening past the 40. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Check 26, check 26.
Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyson Alualu able to drop in that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21.
Let's go, baby.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, Samuels. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Like 80. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
From the 45 on second down, Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
No.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54. Too little, cut.
Now Connor. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You must be dreaming. 50. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Smooth. 54.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Alert. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
On 3rd down, Connor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Connor. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Double time. 4 down.
Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man. Complete. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On play action, now Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. That one a first down pickup of 8. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Roethlisberger on target to Washington. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They'll look to run with Connor, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. they're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Now Gold for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play. Timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Check 99. Check 99.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
22, 44. 51 for Mike, boy, 51. Squeeze, double. Hey, zoom. Mike, 51.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing. But I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
quarterback will throw it. Open man, it's Vanette. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field?
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the run is Counter. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Complete to Washington. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, it's Conner. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Roethlisberger, able to get away. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.